What the haters talking about?
What's up, family? Imagine your 11-year-old black child had been forced to kneel to apologize by the white headmaster of his school. That's exactly what happened to Long Island mom, Tricia Paul. According to New York Daily News reports, Paul was disturbed to learn that this had been the punishment of choice doled out to her son Trayson, a sixth grade student at St. Martin de Porres Maryland School, by school headmaster John Holian. She says she was even more disturbed after Holian told her that the Nigerian father of a former student told him it was the African way of apologizing. According to Paul, Trayson, who was described as a well-mannered honor roll student, has become more reserved since the February 25th incident, which she says stemmed from her son finishing his reading early and attempting to get a head start on another assignment. Paul claims her son's English teacher confronted him about working on the wrong assignment, then ripped up the paper before bringing him to Holian's office, where he was told to get on his knees and say sorry. Paul spoke with Holian by phone on March 1st, asking him if forcing students to kneel while apologizing was standard disciplinary practice, and he acknowledged it wasn't. Holian has been placed on leave while the school investigates. Paul has since hired a lawyer and says that placing Holian on leave is a step in the right direction, but it doesn't go far enough to make sure that it doesn't happen to other black students. Did I mention that the school was a Catholic school that charges $15,000 a year? I would think when you're charging that kind of money for private school, that you would get some professionalism, you know? You would think that, it's a different level, it's another level of the game. Perhaps if one lives in a bubble, watches the news, and believes everything that they hear bad about public schools, they wouldn't have the slightest inkling that something like this could happen at a private school. But I'm here to tell you, it happens all the time. See, a lot of private schools go under the radar because they're private and they kind of do what they want to do, right? They make their own rules. This dude made that baby get on his knees. Boy, couldn't have been mine. Boy, that couldn't have been mine. Let me tell you something, fam. These people know who to mess with and who not. They know their beans from their cornbread. This is why it is absolutely necessary for parents to be involved in their children's academics. You got to go up to that school. You got to let them see you often, not every now and then. Because I'm going to tell you something, fam. When they know not to play. I stayed at the school. I was always at the school. I made sure everybody knew me. I made sure the students knew me. I made sure the teachers knew me. I made sure that the administration knew me. Everybody. I made sure they knew. Not because I'm trying to be fly or anything. I want them to know my baby's got backup. They need to know. Treat my baby bad, I'm gonna get you. See, when they see you involved, and look, most teachers try to get parents involved. A lot of parents just don't want to be involved. I'm not saying that this woman, Tricia Paul, was not involved. I don't know the extent of her relationship with school. But I do know that a lot of parents are not involved in their child's day-to-day schooling. And so a lot of times that's where bullying comes from. These kids, they feel like you ain't got no backup, so they'll try you. Teachers will bully students often because they feel like the student ain't got no backup. Sometimes the principal will bully a student. You got no backup. And it's not just about bullying. Sometimes it's about giving that bad grade. Sometimes, it's about being unfair. When they know you're involved, a lot of times your kid get perks. They appreciate them parents that gets involved, especially if you volunteer. I volunteered, I did everything. Played basketball with the fathers and all kinds of stuff, man. I was involved. That's how you got to be. But it also works for your kids too, you see, because it keeps your kids in check, because they know, man, daddy might pop up at any moment. Yeah, I used to be like, I used to stalk my kids at school. I'd be standing by the door, just watching them. I know some of y'all have done that before. I'd be standing by that door, just looking through the glass, just watching. All right, then I make myself known. I keep them on the toes, you see? Make sure I stay on my game, because, daddy might pop up at any moment. That's how you got to be, fam. I agree with the mother. This guy needs to be disciplined. The whole suspension thing is okay, but if he did that, he did more than that. It's more. It's probably even more to this story. These are the people who they allowed to get in leadership positions. He's not the only one. There's a lot of them out there like him. He just got caught. Oh, man. The mother says that the son is in therapy. He ain't been the same. Go get that money, mama. It's sad because that's really the only thing you got right now. That's really the only thing that America listen to is blood and money. So go get the money. The sad thing is the damage is already done. No more talk.
What them haters talking about?